Oh god. But yeah, man, that's crazy that we've known each other for that long. I know that I think I'm trying to remember exactly. Yeah, I met you through the collab with Akechi back then too.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like an Inside the Minds from back then.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing too, bro. It was like, even from that time, like that's like when we did that video, that was like the first time I really talked to you even, you know? So that was a little bit more, I guess, like once again, laid back, but kind of more formal, where it's like, I don't know if this guy's like a joker. I don't know if this guy's serious. Like, I had no idea. I found out very quickly that you like to fuck around and you're loud and crazy, and it was good, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff people like to see, and it makes it a lot easier for me as well. And I've had players in the past that I've coached even, and I'll like, if they watch my videos and they've only ever seen like my guides, they expect me to be a lot like Izaw, or maybe, I guess, like I say that even like in the same smoke screen of a persona for him, where it's like you think of Izaw, you don't think of him swearing or making jokes or being funny, not because he couldn't, but because if you've only ever seen the art of Sheik, the art of Yoshi, the art of fucking Falco, whatever it is, it's always so correct, right?
Yeah.
And then same thing like for me with all my guides, like when I did flipping 26 guides on Pyra and Mithra, 19 guides on Terry, like 6-7 guides on Joker, all the nail the trick stuff. It's all very formal. And then I have someone
who, with a lot of my guys too.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll do a coaching session with someone and I'll crack a joke and they don't know if they're allowed to laugh. It's like, yes, that was serious. It was meant to be funny. I was messing around. It's just like, it's just dead silence. It's like, bruh, I know that was funny. Don't even try and bullshit me, bro. I know you're just scared and you're making me look not funny right now. What's going on? I guess we can talk a little bit about what we were talking about before, and I can kind of relate it more so to myself as far as the competitive aspect of the field of just content creation in general.
Like, oh yeah.
Like, at least for me, and I'm going to try and keep it just straight up, I guess. One of the things that's kept me, I guess, competitive in the field as a coach or a content creator, not necessarily a competitive player, because I haven't really competed that much in the grand scheme of things, but like for the things that I care about as far as keeping a student base, or having the Discord growing, or having people come to the stream, or putting out numbers for videos or stuff like that, is essentially just imposing my will. And whether or not someone is better than me, it's more so that they're not going to outwork me. So I guess you might have a head start, you might have a 7-year head start or a 10-year head start, but don't think that I'm not coming for you. Like, that's just kind of the mentality you have to have. And it's not even like a malicious thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna take LarryLurr's spot, or I'm gonna take Tilde's spot, or it's not that at all. It's more so that I'm not going to fade into the background because, oh, this person's already here, I'll just get out of the way. So no, you're paving your own way as well, right? It's the same thing for yourself too. And there's a certain aspect of amount of clout where they don't have to put that amount of effort in anymore, right? They don't have to.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can put out a video and fuck around in an Elite Smash and lose every game and not be funny and still pull 30,000 views because I've won Evo 6 times, right? Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So there's just different avenues. So in some cases, like, and I know that for myself. It's not like, oh, I want to put on Elite Smash and pull 20,000 views, because that's not how it works for me, right? And I'm not to say that it will never happen like that, but you have to get to a point where eventually that can happen for you. But until that happens, you have to build up your reputation or your clout or whatever it is by either discovering things or putting out really high quality guides. For example, somebody like Izaw, and this is not shade by any means, but he's never won a big tournament, but people still fuck with him. It's like, well, why? It's like, because he has really good work and he's kind of a legend in the scene. He's been around forever, and he's like really high quality videos, and he's a really good coach, and he's a good player. Say, oh, but he hasn't won all these tournaments. Like, well, it doesn't matter, because he took a different route, right? So it can be that same thing for you. And I've talked to other players about this in the past. There's essentially 2 different routes as to how you can become a notable player in the scene. You can be a content creator who makes your way up, right? And actually, the person I was talking to was my brother, because we were talking about this for Call of Duty. You can be a notable player who makes your way up through like winning tournaments and stuff like that, or you can be a content creator, right? And here's the thing: if you want to be a content creator, it's the slower route, but it's the guaranteed route, because no one can stop you from being a content creator. People can stop you from being a top player if they keep beating you, right? So that's where things get to be tough where it's like, okay, I want to be known as a top player. It's like, well, you got to beat everybody then, or you got to beat most people, or you can't lose game 5. It's like you have to just be winning all the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's very stressful, and if you're successful with it, it's a streamline for sure, right? You can blow up way faster. All you got to do is literally beat a top player once, and your name explodes. But you also have to be the top player once, you know, or multiple times in some cases, right?
Yeah.
Like, so that's one of those things. Like, okay, well, what do you want? Do you want the guaranteed, I guess, clout or whatever you want to call it, or guaranteed reputation by being a content creator, or do you want the high risk, high reward of being a top player or someone who's taken a name off a top player, right?
My content feels like it's finite, right? Like, I feels like it's only like a certain amount of things I can really come up with that's actually going to give me numbers what's actually worth putting on the channel. So it's like kind of lost as like what I should be doing next on that.
So here's the thing. And you're not going to like this at all, but I got a couple questions for you. So they're not like bad questions, but the questions are, how many Joker guides do you have?
I see where you're going with this.
How many Pyro and Mythra guides do you have? How many Steve guides do you have? How many Min guides do you have? Do you have any guides on Small Battlefield? Do you have any guides on like anything new at all, as far as not Ken and Ryu and Terry? Because if the answer is no, then you haven't run out of ideas. You've decided to pigeonhole yourself because it's easy to stick with what you know, right? And
This is facts.
And it's totally fine if you want to be Ken and Ryu and Terry, and that's who you want to be. But you've also said multiple times that that's not who you want to be. Like, you don't want to just be that, right? Just like for me, I don't want to be just Falco, or just Nail the Trick, or just One Stop Go, or just like for a while, as hilarious as it may seem, I was also a Terry person. I had 19 guides on Terry, bro. If people came to my channel, people came to my channel and they're like, oh, you main Falco? What the hell? It's like, yes, I've been playing Falco since day one. It's like, oh, I thought you main Terry. It's like, same thing happens with Pyro and Mythra. You don't main Pyro and Mythra, or you don't main Joker, or whoever it is. Like, just because I drop a ton of guides on them doesn't mean that that's who I main. But from a content creator standpoint, I'm not worried about being a top player as much as I am trying to be a content creator, right? So although my Falco may have suffered for a month while I did Pyro and Mythra videos, I also got nearly 5,000 subs from doing that, right? So it's really a question for yourself too. Do you want to grow your channel or your stream, or do you want to be the best Ken Ryu in the world, or a notable one, I should say?
Well, I mean, like I said, that avenue is kind of not even available to me right now. But eventually, if I am able to compete, I definitely feel like I have the capability of being one of the best, yes. But I would honestly, the real goal is to balance the both of them, if I'm being completely honest with you. But the problem with like other content other than Shoto shit, I've noticed every time I've ever posted anything other than Shoto stuff, it's always hurt my numbers, as in like losing subs and shit. So it's like, is this actually hurting me, or
it's not.
What should I be doing?
You're getting rid of all the babies who want to cry about, oh, I want to learn about all the tiger knee flipping chunk tuna tech, all the bullshit that I've never heard of before. It has crazy names. It's like, that's not an infinite supply of content, though. You can't do that forever. Just saying things like, I can't do 85,000 Nail the Trick on just Falco. It's like, it runs out eventually, right? Or people lose interest in it, where it's like, all right, you're going to do an active hop onto a platform, an active hop out of a down air, an active hop out of an up tilt, an active hop out of a side B. It's like, bruh, it's the same thing over and over again. And yes, the numbers do decent, but eventually you plateau to where there's only so many people that care about that certain thing, and it's so niche that now you're not going to get to that next level. And I can say I
can see that.
I can say, for example, too, with myself, I put out a video talking about how I'm ending Nail the Trick, and I lost 300 subs when I put that video out. But know what I didn't actually lose? What's that? My sanity, number one. But I didn't lose anything that was genuinely important to me. Because yes, I lost 300 subs, and that's a sad day, I guess. But I've also gained potentially, I think, 400 or 500 new subs who can respect my decision to not do Nail the Trick every fucking day, and they want to see and hear from me personally. They want to see my videos where I just talk to the camera and talk about Smash stuff, or they want to see me play an Elite Smash, or they want to see videos where I'm talking with other players like yourself, for example, right? And they're not like crying because it's not Nail the Trick. So yeah, Nail the Trick did really well, but guess what? Once again, Nail the Trick kind of got a bad rep. It kind of got like, oh, these are all fake combos, or oh, this is all staged, or oh, if you're doing this against a real player, this would never work. I was like, okay. I wasn't like sad about the comments or anything like that. It was more so that it wasn't really sustainable to do forever, because as time went on with doing more and more content in that way, please don't.
Thought about it.
Doing more, if I was doing more and more content in the style of Nail the Trick, if I have to try to continuously outdo myself every single time, the combos have to become more and more ridiculous, or more and more difficult, or more and more fake. Right? Those are basically my choices. So if I'm going to be doing that, oh, hold on. If I'm going to be doing combos that are like ridiculously hard or ridiculously fake, eventually they're completely unviable because no one's going to be able to do them because they're way too fucking hard. Or they're completely unviable because like your opponent literally has to be the worst player of all time. So I'm going to either be lying to my audience and saying some bullshit that's like not real, or I'm going to be spending 6 to 7 hours a day, every day, learning combos that I don't care about because it's flipping Ice Climber desyncs, or Rosalina desyncs, or like blue Pikmin into yellow Pikmin into purple Pikmin, once in a lifetime bullshit that's never going to happen ever again. Right? So it's like, do I really want to do this kind of stuff? Do I want to grind tech like that forever? Or do I want to branch out to do something else? And honestly, branching out is always going to hurt you. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. You can be flipping, I don't know, you can be some pop singer and you want to put out a country song. All your pop audience, they'd be like, what the hell is this? Right? Or you want to be a rapper and you want to do one song of R&B. All of your rap fans are like super hardcore. It's like, yo, what the hell is this? You know? So no matter what you do, if you're trying to keep yourself happy, in some regards, people are not going to like it because they're there for one thing and one thing only. Right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, I'm dead. Never died in my life.
Makes you think you're dead. I didn't do anything yet.
Oh, I know where this is going. There it is. I was thinking that once I saw the down tilts, it's basically GG's.
But yeah, it's the thing is what's scary about branching out is like I agree with everything you're saying, but when you branch out, if it doesn't pop off, you're kind of screwed.
No, you're not. Because here's the thing: you are in control of how you branch out, right? If it doesn't work, you have to also define for yourself how long is too long for it to actually be considered successful. Okay, can you do one video and be like, okay, it didn't work instantly, so I wasn't successful? Or is it 10 videos? Or is it 30 videos? Or is it a year's worth of videos? Like, you have to decide that for yourself. In some cases, too, if you have, let's say, your foundation on Twitch, or you have a foundation on YouTube, if, let's say, your average video gets, on YouTube, let's say it gets 3,000 views, then you start to branch into something else, and you're getting 1,000 views, you're still carrying 30% or 33% of your entire fan base over to something else, and that's actually incredibly good retention. All you need to be successful is 10% of anything that you do. You need to have 10% retention on anything that you do at a large scale, of course, but then that's all you need, and you can carry that into anything. So if you have, like, even let's say, I don't know, if you have 100,000 subs on YouTube, you're never ever getting 100,000 views on any of your videos, even if it's the content that they like. Right? It just doesn't happen. Same thing with like PewDiePie. Has 100 million subs, and his videos get like 2 or 3 million views, which is still a lot. But 2 or 3 million views, he's pulling pretty bad numbers if you think about it, like for how big his channel is. But it's enough, right? And of course, that's talking massive numbers, and I get that. But to say that you're a failure for getting 1,000 views when you normally get 3,000, not even close, right?
Okay, let's put it on the scale of what I've got. Okay, I've got a perfect example. Okay, so I had a series idea, and I'm not gonna lie, I still like the idea of it a lot, but it kind of flopped pretty hard. Whenever I did it with like other things, it was called Dojo Moments, and pretty much what it was just highlights of like my community's favorite moments from like my streams and stuff like that. And it has a lot of comedic value, I think, because we've had a lot of funny moments and shit like that. And I did one on my Sunshine run because it was like a big stream of like my community.
I remember that shit. I was crying, bro.
I made it. Yeah, I made a video of me, like, you know, of all the clips that like everyone loved and shit, and it barely, like, I don't even think I've hit 500 views on that thing yet. And it was just, I mean, I love it. It's still actually one of my favorite videos, but it's like I took like a huge L. I think I lost like 10 subs or something like that. Which
that's not a bro. If you ever say that again, I'm gonna kill you right now. A huge L. He said, I lost 10 subs. I want to die right now. How many subs do you have? How many subs do you have? Don't get me screaming, bro. You have like 7,000 subs, don't you?
Yes.
I fucking hate you, bro. A huge L.
It felt like so much pain, bro. It hurt. I don't know why. It just bugged me.
Know what a huge L is, bro? I'll tell you a huge L. Remember that time when I tried to up smash you on Kalos and I completely fucking missed when you were doing your focus and just completely missed? That's a huge L. That's a huge L, bro. I lost that game because of that shit too. That's like 10 subs, bro. I lose 10 subs on the daily. That's nothing.
Yeah, but
No,
But the
not
thing
no
is,
no
like,
no not but, bro. It's 10 fucking people who couldn't handle it, bro. It's like, oh, Mario Sunshine. Oh, I hate this. I'm gonna go kill myself and never watch this again. It's like, all right, go ahead, I guess. Like, you can't let that be the determining factor. If those 10 people are gonna run your life, then you're not in the right business, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, you're right. All right.
Of course I'm
The
right.
reason it bugged me was because I never really dropped subs like that. Like, that was the first time I've ever seen a video of mine drop subs like that.
Tell them you're quitting Ken and see what happens, bro. Like,
Oh, God.
like I literally, like and according to my audience, to a few people, I stabbed everybody in the back when I said I'm not doing Nail the Trick anymore. That's like, that was the most gut check thing I could have done for a lot of my audience, right? Because like,
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is like, I took that leap of faith and I didn't just kind of like stop doing it and like let it fade into the background. Like I said from before, I literally said up front, this is the end of this fucking series. If you want to see it again, it might come back when there's a new character. But besides that, when there's actually nothing new, no, I'm not going to lab out fucking Rob combos for no reason. I'm not going to lab out Ice Climber combos for no reason. I'm not going to do any of these combos for no reason. Because if you guys want me to stay as a good player and a competitive player, and that's what you guys care about as far as clout for me, then I'm going to have to practice my character. I'm not putting 8 to 10 hours into fucking Peach float cancel combos so you guys can be like, oh wow, I'm never going to learn that. Like, I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm sorry. So
I totally get that, yeah.
So same thing for you. If you don't want to do videos on Ken and Ryu every fucking day, then you don't have to, right? If you want to do videos, let's say maybe you don't want to do Mario Sunshine, or you don't want to do like I don't know, a series like that where it's just like a let's play of a non-Smash game. That's totally fine. If you want to do that, here's what you should do. This is going to be some broken tech for you. Okay, you should start a Shorts channel. If you don't know what a Shorts channel is, basically, you can look up I'll send you a Shorts channel right now. So a Shorts channel is basically when you take a video and you have to post it in a specific way, right? So it has to be in the format of a phone video. So a tall and skinny video, like a TikTok, or like, I don't know, not Instagram, but I guess TikTok's the best example. Or like, let's say if you're live streaming from like Twitter or something, or Instagram, sure. But your videos have to be under a minute long, and all you're going to do is essentially take a clip of something that was funny on your channel and turn it into this video. So it could be 30 seconds, it could be 18 seconds, whatever you want. And the thing is, with what this does, it allows you to have a lot more content. And also before I even get into it, I'm going to send what I sent to RoninX. I'm going to put it in the chat as well if you guys want to check it out. So it's essentially, yeah, the TikTok version of YouTube. But what you're going to do is you get to have a video, let's say it's 26 seconds long, and it's probably going to be something that's like deep, or like a once in a lifetime moment, or like a crazy combo, or something funny or whatever. And these videos do insanely well. And the reason why they do insanely well is because their watch time is basically 100%. And when you have a video that has basically 100%, the algorithm says, wow, this video is doing really well, so I'm going to share this with more people. So I'll actually send you a video that I unironically, or I guess well, not unironically, but I ironically just did this, not even on purpose. And I made this video before shorts were a thing. So let me just find this.
It makes sense, honestly. I just never thought of like just posting like little short clips that are like 24 seconds or something like that. I figured that people would be more interested in like collage or something like that of a bunch of good clips instead of just one. It always made sense to me that way.
So watch that video. The one I just sent you. It's 6 seconds long, right? It's basically a Vine, right?
Oh boy, hold on. What the fuck is this? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, so I'm gonna switch this over, chat, so you guys can see what he's talking about.
I'm gonna put it on my screen too, bro, because it's too fucking funny. If you've seen this, then you know what it is. But whatever, yo, it's great.
All right. Oh, fuck. Get up here. All right, let's see what the fuck is this? Hold on.
Whole fucking video, bro. Oh, I'm crying.
Oh, you are such an asshole. Oh no.
All right, so here's the thing.
Hold on.
Are you watching it again?
Yes, I'm watching it again too. Third time's the charm.
So what just happened? So that's even better. What just happened, bro?
I just watched that fucking thing 3 times in a row.
You just watched the video 3 times in a row at full length, and it was maybe funny.
What the fuck? That fucking video had over 6,000 on it. Are you high?
7,100.
7,000? What the fuck?
Why though? Because 2 things. I guess it's funny, sure, right?
Yeah.
But it's also super short. I put in the title, send this to somebody and say nothing. So people are going to troll because that's what the Smash community does, right? And that kind of stuff blows up. It's like, okay, so how many subs did I get from that really? Not a whole lot, really. Not a whole lot. Because I've only done it once and that's not what my channel's known for. I just did it. But if you're making another channel, that shit is so easy. So easy to set up and just put out. And I'm going to try and get Coltman on that kind of stuff as well. Where it's like, take apart from the stream, where let's say I talk about something that, like, let's say I have like a taunt to get body type of moment where I'll say something and I just get destroyed or whatever, or something that was funny or crazy combo, whatever, something like that. Or you can put like a crazy edit on. And if it's a video that's that short, you can put so much more effort into it because you don't have to put effort over a massive amount of time. It's not like, oh, a 7-minute video and crazy edits and sound effects and slow motion and crazy stuff like that. It's just like 3 edits. It's edited to hell, I guess, as far as a lot of edits, because it's only 6 seconds, whatever. And it just pops off and people think it's funny and they post it on Twitter and they post it on TikTok and they post it in their Discord and they troll people within this and in the DMs and stuff like that. And it's just is what it is, right? So if you have like a funny clip from like Mario Sunshine or Mario Party, let's say for example, I don't know, I don't think we've never done a Mario Party stream, but if we did, there's always crazy shit that happens and friendships being destroyed and whatever else you want to say from a game like that.
Oh, yeah.
So you can get hilarious clips from that and turn it into content, and then people can find, hey, this guy's fucking funny. This guy's like he's raging, or he has like good jokes, or he's just screaming, or he's whatever, like this, he's getting roasted, or he's roasting somebody else, or whatever it is, and it kind of builds up your personality, and it's substantially less work versus putting out a 20-minute video trying to be funny while playing an Elite Smash or whatever it is, right? And I've done that shit too. I've done that shit too. So it's a lot of back and forth as far as trying to figure this stuff out. But now that YouTube's actually seen how well TikTok is doing, for example, and people put out videos and it's literally them, like, I don't know, painting their table and it gets like 40 million views. It's like, this is literally nothing. But it's the fact that it's such a short video, people watch the entire thing and the algorithm just says, oh, this was a good video because you watched the whole thing. The context means nothing, right? So this is another way to build up your brand. And in each one of your videos, I'll get to this other guy as well, but at the end of each of your videos, you could also just say, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, follow me on whatever. So people can come and see these moments happen live, for example, right? And it's just constant marketing more so than value as far as a guide, right? Because if you really think about the way that Smash is, guides are very geared to a specific type of person within a very specific type of community at a very specific skill level as well. It's very, very niche, right?
That's facts, yeah. Like, in general, like, the competitive side of Smash is actually the minority as far as Smash fans.
Yep. So think about it even for yourself. Like, let's say you have competitive Smash, just Ken, for let's say for the sake of one video, just Ken, a very specific tech, in a very specific situation, at a very specific skill level. If you're not good enough, if you don't know what it is, if you can't do the tech, you don't play Ken, and maybe you're not even competitive, you're never watching that video. Right? It just is what it is. And there's so many, like, you have to hit all 5 of those variables for someone to be like, I can watch this and actually care about it, and I might share it with other people. It might get shared in the Ken chord or whatever it's called, the Shoto chord, and that's probably the extent of it. Same thing with me with my Falco stuff as well. But it's like, okay, I can put out Falco stuff and it can be pretty advanced and it'll help a good handful of Falco players. But if you're a brand new Falco player and you can't IDJ or you don't know how to combo with anything, it's like, why are you going to watch a active hop combo and grind this and learn this and then show all your friends and then make it go viral? It's never going to happen, right? It's an instruction manual for a character. That's basically what we make. That's what guides are, right?
Yeah.
So as far as the viability to grow a channel based on that alone, it can work. Of course, I've had some success with that, but also the majority of my success has not come from being a Falco content creator. It's come from doing multi content, I guess, or multi content, as far as doing the nail the trick stuff, doing like inside the mind, doing all the different guides for like Terry, or if it's Joker, or Pirate Mithra stuff, the Falco stuff. Like, there's so many different things that I've branched out to, so that I'm not just the guy that does Falco stuff and just the guy that plays an Elite Smash playing only as Falco and stuff like that. And I see a lot of other content creators that get stuck in this this pigeonholed situation where it's like I'll use somebody like Nabe, for example, and no shade, this is not like a bad thing at all, but if you know who Nabe is, what does he do? He plays Mewtwo. What else? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
And that's not roasting. That's just the truth. It's like, is he funny? Maybe. Is he nice? I don't know. Does he rage? Never seen it. I don't know. Like, does he know how to play any other characters? Possibly. Does he compete? Maybe. Like, we just don't know, right? So with that being the case, it's like, okay, so well, why would I like him then? What's so special about him? What's so special about me as well? Realistically, nothing, unless you like my character. That's just what it is. So it turns into, well then, why don't I just play the most popular character? Well, who's the most popular character? Well, online, it's like Cloud or Ganon, realistically, right? So if you want,
it's whoever however the community considers to be cool.
Yeah.
It's whoever they consider to be the cool characters, which are only the ones that hit you and do a bunch of damage and do flashy combos.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, if you look, it's more so Cloud and Ganon are the elite Smash most statistically played characters. At one point they were. But now, like, you can use the PG stats thing and say, okay, it's Ness, Sonic, Palutena. Like, those are the ones that are winning the tournaments. I wouldn't say they're the most popular, especially Ness and Sonic.
Yeah.
But, is he dead?